Okay, okay. Wait, I'm so excited. Hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Kaylee and I'm back today with some more Fruits Basket. So last video we watched 2 episodes. We watched the one with Mayu and Hattori and got a little bit of the backstory between Mayu and Kana, Mayu dating Shigure, which was mind-blowing. And then we saw a little bit of Mayu and Hattori kind of like real-time reconnecting. Oh man, do I hope for the absolute best for Hattori. I think out of all of the characters, I just have such a soft spot for him and wanting him to be happy and wanting him to be able to escape this situation that he's in. So I do hope they have like a happily ever after, because as much as I loved him with Kana and that backstory just tore me apart, he deserves to be happy. And I think Mayu is just such a fun character and she's like a little rough around the edges, which I think can bring Hattori more out of his shell. It's just a fun dynamic with someone who is very like reserved and not super like extroverted or outgoing, and then pairing that with someone who is very extroverted and outgoing. We also saw Yuki attempting to navigate his student council and getting into a little tiff with the vice president, who really had me going for a second. I was like, this guy's about to suck. But thankfully he came around. Again, like they're in high school and I remember being in high school and just everything was so dramatic for no reason and like so many feelings. So I do feel like it's understandable. I'm glad they made up. I feel like this could be a really good friend for Yuki. I do feel like he almost needs to get out of his little bubble. Not that I don't love the support that Tohru gives him, but as we've discussed, I definitely feel like they have more of like a platonic friendship and like deep friendship, but platonic nonetheless, despite his best efforts to potentially veer it otherwise. I just think him interacting and like spending time with people who are just very separated from the somas and the zodiac and all of that could just be really good for him to experience life that is not so centered around the soma family. But go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and hit subscribe. If you want to check out the uncut version of this reaction, it will be over on Patreon, so I'll put that link in the description box below. And now let's jump into the episodes. Oh man, are we gonna get more answers about Rin? No. Oh no, her grandfather's so cute. No. I did forget like the underlying parent-teacher conference storyline, so I'm glad we're getting back to this. Girl, I don't know if I like that. I feel like this is his like workaround way of messing with Mayu, because obviously he just likes putting her through trouble, and so it feels like that is more of the motivation than helping Tohru with her future career planning. But who am I, you know? Yeah, right. Okay. Guys, I've gotten to the point in the show where I'm just like, I understand their motivation so well. And I do this thing all the time where I like stop it right before they say the thing that I say. I love these characters. Definitely not, but yeah, this is probably a tough topic for both of them, to be honest with you. Yeah, I feel like Kyo might not want to do these parent-teacher conferences. He is very much of the belief that his future is kind of set at this point. He is going to be confined, isolated, and he might feel like this is a pointless activity, or he doesn't want to get his hopes up or start thinking about hope in the future. I'm assuming Cosmo will go. That's just what I'm thinking, and then obviously Yuki. I'm hoping AYAME comes instead, because that's the only other person I could think that isn't like spoken for in this situation that would be there for him. Aww. Yes, what a good way to put it.
何も時間が経てば経つほど思うんだけど、あれは本当に本音だったのかな。
No.
もう
You can't say that to Haru and mean it.
自分を守る言葉も使わないから。
Okay, keyword. To protect herself. She might be saying it to protect you.
マジ
Okay.
会計だっけ、同じクラス。
え、そうだったの
Okay, where's he going?
もうおかえりなさい
Oh,
ユキさん
okay.
おかえりなさいご連絡
Man,
いただ
he's
けれ
been
ば
working up the
奥様もお出
courage in
か
this
けにならなか
season.
ったでしょうに
これをまた俺から連絡入れるけど渡しておいて。
あらお待ちになってくださらないのですか
ユンちゃん
Oh.
どうしたの？珍しい。
神楽、学校帰り
うんうん、今日はサボり。
といえば京都なんかあった。
どうして？
Hmm?
こないだ神楽と会った後なんか沈んで。
トールくんに対しても？おかえりなさい。お夕飯は。
いらね。
Oh.
目覚めが悪いっていうか。
I definitely don't think it's her fault or even relatively about what their situation was, but I think it's way more to do with like the conversation of like career planning in the future.
好きだと思ったらもうダメなのよ。
Hmm. Wow, the wisdom from
ひたすら
Kagura.
にとても羨ましく見える。そこに迷いはないかのように思えるから、
Hmm.
この後に及んでただひたすら。
There she is. Okay, pause though, because he's saying he's envious of Kagura, who can like so openly and directly and like very certainly declare her feelings for Kyo, basically. So I wonder if there's any uncertainty in his feelings for Toru, or like trying to still understand what those feelings are versus like knowing that he likes her. At the beach, it just definitely felt like he was like, I like this person. I'm gonna make some moves to like put things in place. But I just wonder if like he's still unsure about exactly what his feelings are, she says, hopefully. I love Yuki. But it was just interesting that he said that, because again, like up until now, I would just assume that he was very certain of the fact that he had feelings for her, but just maybe was uncertain of like how to approach it, knowing the Akito situation, the curse, and all of that. So
待って、リン。リン、本気で春を振ったのか。春から聞いた。二人が付き合ってた。俺がまだあの部屋にいた頃、 春と二人で訪ねてきたことあっただろう。今思えばあの頃俺の部屋に入るの秋人が許すはずないんだ。でも春は会いに来てくれた。
oh my god, was she watching the
そんな春
door?
を守ってたんだろ
Yeah, so everything she's doing, I feel like, is to protect Haru.
う。リンは今も何かから春を守ろうとしてるんじゃないのか。
そんな昔の話覚えてるわけないだろ春のことだって本気でどうでもいいんだよ
Don't say
何
that.
々ってうるさいよなんでグレニーの家に住めることになれたか
Oh?
知ってるのか
Oh? Tea?
春が頼んだんだよあそこから出してやってくれって
Oh?
僕の家に来るかい。
Oh my
その時
god.
ふざけて言ったグレニーの言葉を春はバカみたいに守り続けてる
You're joking. Oh my god, he does call him that.
春、しぐれのこと先生って呼んでたっけ。
うん。先生は先生だから。
バカはバカらしく学校生活でも何でものんきに過ごしてればいいんだよ二度と私に構うなクソったれ
クソったれはどうかな。
Oh,
リン、
bro, he's always serving a look. Always serving a look. This is not helping my delusional Yuki and Haru ship that I have going on in my brain. Okay, has anyone ever considered a live action Fruits Basket? And I'm only saying that because like the hardest job on the casting, in my opinion, would be Rin. Like she's stunning, beautiful. I don't know how you would cast it. Oh? Okay.
春、
Where's he going?
近寄らないで触らないで
そっか。 じゃあもういいよ。
No.
俺もう死んだっていいよ。
Oh. That was like mildly manipulative, but I actually love it because immediately she cares, of course. Wait, I'm obsessed with them.
リンのことはみんな分かってたつもりで
Oh
い
my
て、
god, they're so stunning.
一番大切な声をリンはまだあの日のまま立ち上がれないでいるのか。一人で。
Oh no.
いいのか追わなくて。
本気モードで走られたら追いつけない。なぜなら馬
That was like such a sweet moment. What happened?
がしっかりやんなきゃいけないことだと思うから、ユキがそんなに気に病まなくていいよ。ユキだって
He is always taking care of everyone else. I
他にある
just
だろ。
なのか。そんなことでいいのか。
no.
自分のことを優先して。もっと優先するべきものがあるんじゃないのか。自分一人の力で今立ち上がれているわけじゃないのに、何も返せていないままで。
ユキは弱いね。
Oh.
ユキは優しいね。
Stop.
僕はやってみなよ。ユキが本当に望む場所を見つけてきなよ。
甘いな。春は俺に。
前世で生き別れた姉妹なのかも。
はなんだよ。
Maybe you're literally connected by a zodiac spirit. Who knows? Who's to say?
そういうユキだから分かってもらえる人が、見つけてもらえる人が待ってる気がする。
Oh,
立ち上が
that
らないん
is
だ。
so sweet.
自分
Jesus
一人の力では
Christ.
進めないんだ。
Like, why?
先へ。
Oh my god, her back. We gotta get a backstory on
わ
Rin.
ざわざ来てくれたのかい。嬉しいね。久しぶりに勝也と京子さんの夢を見たよ。懐かしかったね。仲良くはなくてな。
Wait, is that her dad?
どうして幸せそうで。なんだって二人ともいなくなってし
Yeah,
まった
I mean, also, like, there's still so many unresolved questions about her dad and, like, those, like, feelings and maybe trauma that she's suppressing. We, like, very briefly touched on it during the beach arc, but haven't really seen anything about it since. So,
元気を出して何でもするから戻ってきて。お母さんを
oh no.
お母さんまで連れて行かないで。
どうした。
Oh my god.
愛はよろしいらしく、ただ少し昔をしまっておいたのに。
まあ無理はすんなよ。身内が倒れて不安になるのは当然なんだから。
京くんは何かご用事でここに。
お前一生そこに座ってる気か。ほっせえな。
I do want to know where he was going.
先生、さっきリン来てただろ。
そうだね。来てたけど。
必要な言い方するかな。モテないよ。
知ってる。
I think there's so many reasons why he's single, but
若いっていいね。
that's probably one of them.
ハニーって呼んだら教えてくれ。
ごめん、それめっちゃ嫌。頑張ってもがいてください。
Aww.
それが君ら若者の仕事でしょ。
Okay, just stab me in the heart with that one.
買ったよ。
Oh
別
no.
にいいさ。当日よろしくな。
はい。
Wait, what happened?
母さんが面談の予定日を勝手に変更させたみたいなんだ。
This wouldn't happen if AYAME
でも
was the one that was
来て
coming.
く
He'd
れ
be
るだ
there
けでも
in a
万々歳
second.
かな。
三者面談は自分の道を自分の未来を考えるためにするもので。
No.
ですからユキくん。
Okay, we've finally gotten to these parent-teacher conferences. Like, we've been teasing it for quite a few episodes now.
卒業できるかしら。
シャキさんしっかり。
それは花島のやる気次第だな。
Right. She could easily graduate with like flying colors, but
私たちは卒業なの。かっこいい人。あゆちゃん先生惚れちゃったりして。
who is it? Oh.
それだよマユちゃんナイス嫌な顔
I like that he dressed up for the occasion.
お忙しい中ご苦労様です。思いやりあふれる方なんですね。
そんな人として当たり前のことをしたまでですよ
Oh no.
でしょう。
奨学金制度だってあるし、今なら。
いいえ、就職します。高校を無事に卒業して働きたいです。
Oh.
やっぱり。
なんなら僕のお嫁さんにでもなってみる
Bro.
僕ももう28だしね
Th-
そろ
uh,
そろ身を固めた
so
らって周りに
unsettling.
言われてるしね
いけませんよ。女性にとって大切なプロポーズのセリフをそんな軽く口にし、とりあえず就職ってことで。でも時間はまだあるからじっくりな。はい。ほんだ。あまり何でも背負い込むなよ。
Oh. She needed to hear that from somebody, you know?
いやーマユの先生ぶりにはちょっと惚れ直しちゃった
Oh
な
my
も
god.
う嫌みったらしい。おまけに
Oh,
スーツまで着てきた。
that's
よ
crazy.
くわかったね
It's crazy that he's wearing it, and it's crazy that she noticed it.
言っておきたいことがあったんだ。ホンダのことで。
Hmm?
あんたもう少し大切にしなよ。あいつは聞き分けがいい分。
でもそれ言われたよ親戚の子にも
グレニーにとって他人はあの子は
僕にしては珍しいくらい大切にしてると思うんだけどね
どうせあんたは好きなやつにも優しくしてやらないんだろ
Yeah, he's the worst.
将来のことなどを改めて思いますと不安が違うもっと深いところに
Hmm? The idea of Kyo in the same box as this, like, whatever childhood trauma she experienced?
こそ今がもったいねえし心配なんだよ
今や今日何ができるか考えるのも大切
そうめんですよね
They're not gonna understand that reference, but that was the one time he was pretty useful.
トールお前あんま物書きのこと信用すんな
なぜですか
Great
あれ
advice.
結構腹黒そうな男だぜ
なけなしの両親もうずくってやつよね。あら、相馬京都どなた？
He looks so
マジ
happy.
あれがなかな
素
か
敵な人。
今決めなきゃダメなのか
いやでも何かしら展望のようなものはないか
この子が大学生や社会人になるというのも少しピンときませんね。
なんだよ
大人が子供の自由意志を剥奪する権利はないだろう。みっともなく心配する権利はあるとより倍の時間をかけても構わない。
Oh my god.
私はお前が出した答えを知りたいのだから。
Bro, he like heals something in me every time he has these interactions with Kyo. It's just like, ugh.
そばにいたい
No.
展望なんて
Stop.
皆さんでそうめんパーティーをしませんか
まだ答えは誰にもわからないけれど師範のことを花島さんか
こんなに大きい子供を持つのは不安ね。
Oh no.
その辺は
Not her being his stepmom. Oh, she came. No, I'm kind of stressed about this because
あの部屋は嫌だよ僕も連れてって
not his little burnt feet.
これからも仲良くしてもらいなさい。じゃあね。
Oh my god, call CPS.
時間がもったいないわ。まあ、改めて話し合うこともないですしね。
と言いますと
進学させますから。もちろん受けるべき大学も
勝手に決めるなよ
決めてあげてるんじゃない。
お母さん
だってそうでしょ。あなた一人じゃ何にも決められないでしょ。
Oh my god.
あなた本当に昔から自分の考え
I hate her.
あなたは今、
Okay.
とても不条理な力でお子さんをぶっています
ああ、無名と言ったのが気に障ったかしら。
いいえそんなことはどうだっていいんです
Oh my
早く言
god.
葉に
あなた まだ独身でしょ。
Uh,
気楽でいいわね。
oh no, oh no.
俺はただ外の高校に行きたいって言ってるんだ。誰かにそそのかされたとかじゃないよ。母さんの。
だったらなんだっていうの？
Oh
いい加減にして。
my
あんた
goodness.
はあやめだけで十分。
I like don't really understand what it is about this situation that like strips so many of these parents from any parental instincts. Like, I get that it's unique and it's very strange and it can be stressful and there are like problems that come along with it, but like, what about your kid turning into a rat every now and then makes you just like not have a maternal bone in your body? Okay, okay. Wait, I'm so excited. Oh my god. So excited about this. I'm so excited about this. He can definitely turn this around. I'm so happy he's here. Ugh, I knew it. I knew it.
弟思いナンバーワンのこの僕は今まさに参上立てまつったよ。
Oh.
我が愛しの弟に道を指し示しつつ
AYAME also 1000% knows this person, obviously, right?
少し静かにしてもらえ
Like we've seen that. Will you be quiet? I love him.
たらかしにしていたくせに。あなたといると勇気までろくでもない人間になってしまうわ。
頼りになる人だよ。兄さんは
Oh.
ろくでもなくなんかないよ。
Wait, stop.
やめろ。ハトリに報告するのはやめろ。案ずる。
That was so nice. Oh my god.
やり直すチャンスをくれたんだよ。あなたに対しても無だったものが優に転じ始めているんだよ。どれほど大切なものを踏み荒らし生きてきたか気づかずにいる。
なんで私がそんなこと言われなくちゃ。あんたたちなんか産まなければよかった。
放っておきたまえ。ぶち切れたあの人に言葉が通じるとは思えないからね。兄さん、今日
No.
はありがとう。来てくれて。聞いてくれたまえ、鳥さん。
本当に来るとは思わなんだ。予定変更したのに。
グレさんから聞いたのさ。
Oh. Stop. That is so cute. So they like plotted to get him there and like that makes me feel better about Shigure, but like okay, I just needed a moment.
だからこそ母君の期待は根こそぎユキに行
No,
ってしま
oh
っ
my
た。
god.
後悔が。
頼りになるって。
He's so happy.
待って。この人はこんなに小さな人だったろうか。肩もこんなに細く。
No, it was just the weight of her terrible
引き離さ
disposition.
れたら全てが色をなくしてこの世界で生きてて参加したくて参加するためには努力だって必要。その結果があなたには気に入らないものになるのかもしれないけど俺にとっては誇りになるように
Wow.
勝手に俺の
What
人生を
growth.
決めつけて終わりに
He's
しない
growing
で
up
ほしい。
before our eyes. College Yuki? I don't know if we'll see that just based on like the amount of episodes we have left, but I would love to. Uh,
いいから早く。
行ってきます。
風は少し肌寒くて冬は来るのだと知らせてる。でも胸が温かいのは
these episodes are killing me. We got so much in those 2 episodes. I cannot even complain. The first episode definitely had a lot of like, I don't know, dialogue around the fact that Kyo just does not have a lot of time left, right? Like Yuki mentioned it, Kyo thought it, other people mentioned it. I think it's just like one of those things that is lingering over all of them, and definitely I think explains why Kyo is so down. I am really interested in where he was going when he ran into Tohru. I don't know if he was going to find her. I don't know where he was going, but either way, I am glad that he found her. I'm glad that he was there, and I'm glad that he went home with her. The Rin and Haru situation is starting to become a little bit more clear. I love that Yuki was able to like think back and recognize the fact that Rin had always been protecting Haru. Despite her probably not having wanted to go and visit Yuki all those times, she did it for Haru and did it so that he remained safe. I want to know more about her backstory. It definitely seems like there is a lot more there in terms of a point in time when she started maybe being sick. We saw her in the hospital early in the season. It seemed like there was a point in time where she was really, really struggling and might have been facing the brunt of some sort of issue. And so I would love to see more of that and see kind of what Haru's role was that he played during that situation, because that seems to be a point of contention in that last conversation they had, and she bolted. And obviously we saw the big scar on her back, so something happened. I would love to know what happened, but I do think that I give her all of the benefit of the doubt, right? Because I do think she is doing stuff to protect Haru, even if she's not wanting to say that out loud or admit it. And it's very clear based on his little like, I should just go die test. Like, she cares. I don't know. I hope they work it out. I hope they end up together. I love them. They're stunning. I am so happy that AYAME came to the parent-teacher conference. I figured it would happen, but it was so much more impactful than I thought it was going to be. Like, obviously when he first mentioned it at the dress shop, I just kind of thought like, oh, he might show up and maybe just like distract and just be his like typical goofy self. But I actually love now that this has been like, I don't know. I mean, it's been like 13 or 12 episodes since we like first started talking about the teacher conferences to now. And I feel like that time frame has allowed it to be this very like intimate, sentimental moment between them. Yuki saying he could depend on him, I feel like is all AYAME ever wanted, and so it's just so sweet. I loved that moment. And again, like, Shigure continues to be very confusing. Obviously he does a lot of like nice things that seem nice on the surface, but it's just hard when his inner dialogue and like the things that he's scheming behind closed doors just feel very, I don't know, suspicious. But letting AYAME know that the conference date changed and giving him the in so that he was able to get there and rectify the situation, I love that. I think there's a lot to be said about the Yuki confrontation with his mom at the end. It does show how much growth his character has gone through the show so far, because I think that there's no way before the beach arc that he would have been able to have that confrontation and to own what he wanted to do with his life and stand up to his mother in that way. Obviously in the first season we didn't even see him like approach the Soma estate, versus now we've seen him go a handful of times and really start confronting his like trauma and his fears and the things that are holding him back or have been trying to hold him back. I definitely think there's something to be said about the visual of him standing up to his mother, realizing that she is small, right? And I think that is more to be said about her presence than it is about her actual physical size. I think the weight of her disposition and the way she treated him and like those expectations that she had for him to just obey and like treated him as a tool, I think that all weighed on him so much that he felt crushed by it. And now, because it's not weighing on him, because he's able to like step out of that and realize what he wants in life, and the fact that he has other people in his life standing next to him, right? He's got AYAME, he's got tohru. For all intents and purposes, he's now got a friend in the vice president. He's got other people around who do care about him and want to see him succeed. And so I think with that, he's able to be strong and that weight is no longer there. And then right after that, you see kind of like the world brighten up, the rain go away, because he is looking at tohru. And I think tohru has so much to do with why he feels confident in himself and has hope that he can have a future that is more than just going back to the Soma estate and being by Akito's side. And like he said, he had that fear of abandonment and like his mother would leave him, and that if she did that, he would just like sink or fade away. And now he doesn't have that feeling. And I think it's because tohru is so unconditional in the way she loves people and cares about people and supports them. I think his mom's like approval and that dynamic that he had with his mother before has kind of been replaced by something that's a lot more healthy for him, right? In the sense of tohru being there and being that unconditional source of love for him. But thank you so much for watching. If you want to stick around, go ahead and hit subscribe. The uncut version of this reaction will be over on Patreon, so I'll put the link in the description box below if you want to check that out. And I'll see you guys next time for some more Fruits Basket. Bye!